Hi, I'm with Sky. She's from the States, and she's going to explain to us her background and her experience with working and travelling abroad. So, take it away.
Alright, I'm Sky, I'm 29 years old. After graduating from high school, I went straight to university, and pretty much right after university I went straight to my first serious job. That's what everyone was doing at my age and in my peer group, so that's how I assumed what everybody was meant to do. I was in my job for about 2 years, which was a good job, especially at a time when there was a lot of economic uncertainty due to the GFC. So if you had a job, you were meant to keep it and never leave it because you didn't know what was going to happen next.
That's kind of the mentality in the States anyway, isn't it?
It is. It's kind of just get in your job and you have it, and if you're going to move to another job, that's fine, but you don't just leave for no reason.
You don't just take off with a backpack.
Definitely not. However, I had always kind of had the travel bug, and my partner and I decided after a couple of years that we really did want to come travel and see more of Australia. So I quit my job, which everyone thought I was nuts because my company had just laid off half its staff and I was one of the ones that still had a job, and now I was leaving it. But we just said, if we're not going to do it now, when are we going to do it?
So it was a big,
huge. Oh my gosh, huge. My parents didn't know what I was doing. My friends didn't know what I was doing. But I just knew that I wanted an adventure.
Yeah.
I didn't just want to do the same thing for my entire life.
Yeah.
So we bought one-way tickets to Perth. We had never been to Perth. We saw it on the map and said, that looks nice. And rocked up here with nowhere to live, no jobs, no plan. And within 3 days, both of us had a job. We had a place to live, and that was almost 3 years ago.
3 years ago, yeah.
And now we have a home here.
Yeah.
I manage a job shop. We're married. We never ever thought we would stay and live in Perth in Australia at all. But because we were so open to the experience, it happened.
Yeah, and I think that's the main message that we're trying to get out to those people in North America, that it's okay to break that constraint of feeling like you have to do that sort of thing for the rest of your life. And I met a guy from Seattle the other day. He was a real estate salesman. He was 28. He threw his job in and he said he's having the time of his life.
Oh my gosh, you will never meet someone that quits their job and goes traveling and says that was a bad idea.
Exactly.
No one will ever regret it, and it actually opens your life possibility up to so many things you never know that could have happened. And now my life is completely different than I could have imagined it was 3 years ago, but I'm so grateful that I took the chance to chuck it all and go do something else.
Go do something different. And the other thing, what it really does is for your CV, your credibility on your CV, if you've got some international travel and work, it speaks very highly if someone has that on their resume, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, well imagine employers these days are looking at hundreds of CVs. The way you can set yourself apart, if you have a job experience that's in another country, that's automatically of interest.
Yeah.
People inherently are interested in other people that travel. They want to tell you about their trip, so I think that's a great way to get noticed.
Yeah.
And at least called in for an interview, and then you can show that you're a well-rounded person because you've traveled and you've had, that strength of character to do that.
Yeah, you've got that spirit of adventure to get outside your comfort zone and go and do something. Yeah. Okay.
Sure.
Awesome. Thanks, Sky.
All right. Thanks.